Out in a pond, some ducklings were born. One was made fun of and treated with scorn. She looked a bit different from all of the rest. Her life wasn't easy, she was put to the test. The poor ugly duckling, she searched to and fro for someone to love her and help her grow. With springtime she found out the place she belonged. For the poor ugly duckling turned into a swan. The poor ugly duckling, she searched to and fro for someone to love her and help her grow. With springtime she found out the place she belonged. For the poor ugly duckling turned into a swan.
Our story begins out in the wide open country, what they call the nation's breadbasket, though I'm not sure why. I've never known a breadbasket to have a pond in the middle of it, but you'll find lots of ponds and marshes and lakes and really wet places if you travel out that way. And while this is bad news for real estate folks who find that houses built on marshland tend to sink, it's a pretty great place to be a duck.
A little paint, it'll be a perfect nest.
Nice, but too big for us, don't you think?
Can we take a look inside to see if our furniture will match?
I don't think so. Not unless these eggs suddenly hatch.
Hey, yeah, look, the chickies are born. That nest is ours.
Well, what do you know? 2 boys and a girl. I'll call you Larry, Curly, and Maureen.
Are those final? They're okay names. It could have been worse.
Yeah, she could have named us like those turtles.
There's still one left. It's a jumbo, too. I guess the big ones take longer to cook.
Seems like all neighborhoods are the same. You can't have a good time without the local busybody inviting herself over to spoil everything.
Hatched, did they? Suppose you're gonna feed them. They look scrawny.
Oh, no, I'm not.
Well, I never. Is this how they raise children nowadays, by starving them?
Edith, I can't move because I still have one more egg that hasn't hatched yet.
What a whopper. Sure it's yours? You know those delivery boys are so careless they could have brought you the wrong eggs.
Well, it's hard to tell from the outside.
It happened to me once. I ordered an egg out of one of those catalogs. Well, it hatched all right, but poor Tommy couldn't swim because he was a turkey. Why don't you take it back? Get a refund.
No, thanks. I think I'll stick around and see what hatches. But I do appreciate all your advice.
Suit yourself then, but you'll be sorry.
Look how she walked. There ought to be a wide load sign on that rear end. Hey, you.
Well, you're not a turkey, that much is certain, but I'd have to say you're a pretty peculiar-looking duck, little one. Now go join your brothers and sister while I try to remember that fourth stooge's name.
The others were already thinking what this duckling size was going to mean for their water polo team.
She's so strange-looking, I wonder if old Edith was right. Well, I guess the best way to find out if she's a duck or not is to throw her in the water. Come on, kids, we're going for lunch at this nice little place on the lake. And since you've been cooped up in those eggs for so long, I'm buying.
How generous of her. She ought to know baby ducklings don't come with money in their pockets. They don't even have pockets. Anyway, she led them down to the water's edge, and after a short briefing on how to turn cushions into flotation devices, she executed a perfect 3-pointer into the water.
Let's go. Last one in's a rotten egg.
The ducks took to water like, oh, well, they did real well. All but one who saw no reason to jump off a perfectly good dock.
Come on, little one. You won't drown. Your feathers make you naturally buoyant. But then again, that's only if you really are a duck. If you're a turkey, you'll probably sink. Like a rock.
Come on, you like turkey. Do it.
Money takes the
I can't.
You'll jump this instant, little one. If you don't, I shall have to name you Buffy, after my old roommate, who I could never get to take a bath. Yes! Come on!
You can do it. Yes, you can. Here goes.
Good job! I think Buffy's a good name for you anyway.
Let me see. How's that rule go again? If it swims like a duck, walks like a duck, and it hangs around with ducks, then it's probably not a ring-tailed lemur, right?
All right, you can do it. Terrific. Yahoo!
Great! Now we're all gonna head over to the Hard Duck Cafe. Wait till you taste their worm salad.
Yum! Nothing like the thought of a heaping bowl of squirming worms to tempt the old taste buds, I always say.
Yum!
I hear they taste just like frog legs. Oh, sorry. Well, as luck would have it, all the other mother ducks have brought their little fledglings to lunch today, too. And the place is backed up worse than the Great Wall on Genghis Khan's birthday. Turns out it's because of the grubs and larvae kitty meal special. Only $2.99. Most of the families are cooling their tails in the lounge once they've gotten their names on the list. But since the wait for a non-smoking table is an hour, Buffy's mom decides to take the brood up a side stream to pay their respects to a certain Mother Goose. You know the one.
Children, we're about to see a very famous lady.
And the guy says, "What duck?"
Now behave yourselves, and when I introduce you to Mother Goose, I want you all to greet her and bow.
Okay.
Good. Hello, Mother Goose. I hope you're feeling well. Congratulations. I hear the network picked you up for another season. These are my kids.
Hey, how you doing, Granny?
What we got here is one extremely ugly duckling, Spike.
Hey, you! You with all the agility and grace over there.
Hey! You punks, leave her alone. Here?
And you three. What are you doing hanging around with her? Don't you know it's contagious? You could end up clumsy and funky looking too.
She's got a point. The one on the right is kind of funky looking. She's too big and those feet make her look like she's wearing galoshes.
Could too much time in the egg do that, do you think? Maybe she'll be all right in a month or two.
Maybe, but I know I couldn't use her on my show. Too weird.
Oh, well. Show business isn't the right career move for every duck anyway, is it, Mother Goose?
Heck no! What with Daffy and Donald and even Howard trying to make a comeback, your kid's better off selling insurance. But the others, I think I can use on my show. I'll have my secretary call you, okay? I gotta take a powder. My feet are killing me. Ciao.
Time to go, you kids. Let's rustle up some grubs.
Yay! Hey, wait up, guys. Hey!
Hold it! Where do you think you're going?
The restaurant for weirdos is that way. Step on a quack, break her mother's back.
Hey, you're on our turf here, girlie.
We don't want no ugly ducklings around here.
I just want to find my mommy.
Be my guest. She's only a couple of miles away by now.
Now what?
Let's go dive bomb some bald guys at the beach.
Sure enough, by the time Buffy takes a look around her, her mom and siblings appear to have ducked out. Ducked out, get it?
Mama? Wow, I guess they really don't like me.
Or maybe Mother was worried she didn't have enough cash to pay for lunch for 5.
Hey, Mama! Hey, Mama!
It adds up, you know. Corn dogs here, French fries there. Throw in root beers all round, and your basic Happy Meal can get a little crabby. Why, I once saw that clown mascot at Bozo Burgers start to sing his little song, and a lady with 9 kids kicked him right in the shin. Now, where were we? Oh, yeah, Buffy wanders for days and days and sees lots of stuff.
Mama! Larry! Curly! No point calling Maureen's name. She probably wouldn't answer me if she could hear me. Boy, I hated that poke in the eyes thing she used to do.
Buffy paddled until her paddler was sore, and just when she thought she'd never see another soul...
Hey! Hi, you guys! I've gotten lost and... I must really be ugly. Maybe if I get my hair permed or something.
What kind of a little squirt are you?
I'm a duckling. When I grow up, you and I could go on a date, maybe.
Hey, Harry, get a load of this one. If that's a duckling, she must have gotten hit with the ugly stick.
Hoping to change her luck, Buffy tried the land route, but the results were depressingly familiar.
I never realized being ugly could be so lonely. Gee, everybody's got somebody else that looks just like them, except for me. Maybe plastic surgery's the answer. It's a house. Maybe humans will think I'm cute in a funny sort of way. I hope she doesn't step on me. Hi, lady. I'm a little lost duckling. A rather ugly one, I know, but perhaps I could stay here anyway?
What? And give me another mouth to feed? What does an ugly duckling do? Can you tap, drive a tractor? Can you fix the vertical hold on a TV set? On the other hand, you are cute in a funny sort of way. Okay, you can stay.
Yay! Thank you, ma'am.
Come on in here, then. Well, what are you waiting for, red carpet? Hurry up, you think I want to air-condition the whole world? Meet Charlene the chicken and my cat Tuna Melt. Don't anybody eat anybody?
I'm Buffy the Ugly Duckling. Yo!
There. That's so you know who's boss around here. Forget what the farm lady says. I could eat you right now if I wanted to.
It's true, she could.
Why doesn't he eat you?
Because, Goofy, I can lay eggs. Can't you, huh?
Heck, I just was one.
If you can't lay eggs... Aha! Then I guess you must be able to catch your own food like this, right?
Listen, Buffy, is it? There must be something you're good at, right?
Think about it.
So, where'd you come from? Did you have a job? What kind of career do you think you might have for yourself, huh?
Well, despite what I heard Mother Goose say, I'd like to be in show business.
Listen, Pipsqueak.
This is a respectable farmhouse, okay? So, like, no showbiz flakes allowed, right?
Yeah. We worked one show for that Mother Goose, and she never paid us.
So, like, here's some advice. You want to get into acting? Go get a job as a waitress.
Well, there. She's got her first tip already. By now, Buffy's wishing she'd stayed in the egg.
This is awful. I can't just keep walking around being rejected by everyone. It'll destroy my confidence. I'll be typecast forever as a wallflower, always getting passed over for girls named Tiffany and Veronica. I'd swim off into the sunset, but I don't know which way west is. Maybe I could get a job as a boy floating in the harbor. Hey, mice! Wonder if they're nice mice.
So, like, I turned around and I told that cat, if you don't get off of my tail right now, I'm gonna yank those whiskers right out of your furry face.
No way!
Away! And he let me go. I kid you not, dude.
There's nothing worse than a mouse lying about his bravery. Buffy decided to stay underwater until they'd gone. Gradually, little Buffy began to forget about her long-lost mother and siblings. It was still a nice place to be a duck. She still spent every day playing by herself and hiding underwater from mice, and if she'd had a calendar watch and a wrist to put it on, she'd have known that winter was just around the corner. As it was, she only knew that leaves were falling and the water was starting to freeze her little webbed feet off.
Hey, where are you going? Don't run away, little girl.
But I'm an ugly duckling.
Ugly? Why, you're not ugly, really. You've just got your own unique look.
You mean it? Can we be friends?
Sure, and it's okay to be different. Don't listen to old Mother Goose. She's gonna get canceled anyway. Huh?
Hey, whoa, that sounds like that cute little mallard we saw this morning.
Oh! Mr. Goose! Looks like it just winged you.
Fake duck call. I feel so stupid. Huh?
Hunters, take off, you guys!
You're a good friend. Be careful now.
Yikes! Friends. As soon as they said something nice to me, they got shot at.
The poor little girl hated to see her friends, the geese, go, but the worst was yet to come. Beside the fact that the marsh was suddenly full of people in red plaid shirts who liked to chase birds, the approach of winter meant a lot less food for little lost ducklings. In fact, by the time Buffy finally found her way back to the lake where she was born, the duck restaurant was closed for the season. Everyone had flown the coop, so to speak, and the water just kept getting colder and colder.
This stinks. Huh? Hey! What beautiful birds those are! I'd give anything to be like those birds. I wonder if their leaving could have anything to do with the cold. Wow, the director says he wants the set done in white, and just like that, blammo! Huh? How did I ever get this part anyway? Maybe the penguins were all on strike. I'm freezing.
It'll probably get worse before it gets better, as my great-grandmother used to say. She came over on the Mayflower with the Pilgrims, as the narrator, of course, but she might as well have been talking about poor Buffy here. Through the long, freezing winter, the little lost girl shivered. Thank heaven for that built-in down jacket, or she never would have made it. As it was, she was one cold duck on ice when finally spring sprung.
Same old goofy white face. I guess I was hoping winter would tan me or something. The beautiful white birds. They're back again. So graceful. I'd give anything to be one. Uh-oh, they've seen me. They're coming this way. Now they're going to laugh and make fun of me because of my looks. Or worse, what if they do the whole Three Stooges routine? I hate getting poked in the eyes. I just won't look.
Hello there, friend.
We've never seen you around here before, have we?
I'm leaving right now.
Why leave, young swan?
Swan, you mock me. I know I'm ugly. I'm an ugly duckling, and birds as beautiful as yourself surely don't want the likes of me around.
If you think you're ugly, perhaps you better take a closer look.
How can this be?
Why are you so surprised?
I never felt anything happening.
You think that's something wait till boys start calling you?
Then you get credit cards, and life really gets complicated. Credit cards? Gee, you guys speak a whole other language, don't you? Maybe we should start right at the beginning. She's right. For instance, basic coordination? All right. 1.
It wasn't long before Buffy moved on to more important lessons.
How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
By midday, she had basic swan etiquette down cold, including which wing to hold the salad fork in. And when some familiar feet approached, Buffy was on her last lesson.
Good. Landing gear up. Look, kids.
Wow.
4 swans taking off.
That's it, Buffy. Oh, keep your nose up. Right rudder, more flaps.
I like the last one.
Yes, she looks like the youngest and strongest. What a beautiful bird. I'm sure her mother is very proud of her, wherever she is.
I can't believe she said that. I've got half a mind to turn around and give her the old Three Stooges treatment. Except I haven't learned how to land yet. What the heck. She did spend 2 rather uncomfortable months sitting on an egg to hatch me. Have a nice life, duckers!
Off she flew to a new life, where she eventually learned to charm the boy swans too, though not as Buffy the Ugly Duckling, but as Dawn Swan.